You know, I see some of these channels online talking about, like, how can Pokemon get away with saying this transphobic comment? And mind you, these are the Entertainment Tonight style channels like Gundam or The Quartering. And, you know, whatever. I enjoy the channels. I like a little trash myself as well. But the reality of it is if we're just being real about it, you shouldn't be angry at what she said. You should be angry at other people are acting like you should wear a fucking choke chain and a dog collar, you know, and a leash, hold you on a leash. Like, why are you tolerating your freedom of expression being suppressed? So this is OTR Ogre and Corgi, and if you happen to like or hate what I'm doing, like, link, and subscribe, comment if you so choose. Let's get into this. I personally couldn't care less whether, you know, people say things or don't say things. It's freedom of speech. Try to enjoy it. But the thing I find astounding by people is that the outrage that people have. You know, you're not outraged about what she said. You're outraged about the fact that you think you can't say it. But maybe there's an essential service that Pokemon has done for society by making a joke, because it's like chucking a brick through the glass house of you know, the BS that this PC society makes. Like, look, if we go back 10, 15 years, nobody would have lost their mind over a trans joke. Even trans people would have been able to have a laugh about things too. And so maybe occasionally, like, these issues, they boil up, and then people champion this crap on the left, and then this becomes the new, you know, moral authoritarians. There's an irony to it. If you go back in time, the religious right were the moral authoritarians, and now it's the far left that's the moral authoritarians. But it's always a bunch of mediocre, normal people that have to live, you know, under the boot of these jackasses. Like, most people just trying to go along to get along. They're trying to rock the boat. They're just trying to get along. But there's this situation where people feel like, you know, why can that person get away with doing it, but I'm held to these standards? Well, you should start asking yourself, why do you place that choke chain around your neck? Why do you allow that leash to be put on that chain? And a lot of the reason is most people, you know, like, I have kids, a wife, I have things to feed. You have debt. That's it. You live in debt, so they have some control over you. And that's literally how they have control. I think, really, when people say we can't resort to their tactics, look, if you have a bunch of people that are trying to ruin people because they said something, no, those people need to have equal force used, if not more, against them. So people are, like, looking at the situation, like, yeah, maybe not be a douchebag. Maybe make cancel culture, cancel the counselors. And maybe then people will finally just be like, oh, wait, there's consequences for being a sack of shit. But arguably, one could say that a lot of the people that do the cancel culture literally have nothing. And then they have funding coming in from, like, outside sources and shit. So you have to think about that. But the fact that you give these people this much power over your lives is amazing. So, like, say when Elon Musk says something that's a little off tilt and people, you know why it's so popular? Because whatever group of people is over the top annoying the world, but we can't talk about it because, oh, don't want to risk anything, is the part where the comedic gold will come from. So Elon Musk says some crazy stuff, or Pokemon says something that's a joke that's a little transphobic, and people are like, oh my God, you can't say that. Like, well, the irony being is that if, let's say you say something normal and sane, and they act like, no, that's wrong, it's verboten, it's a phobia, it's a this or that. Like, you point out how what you're saying is crazy, and then people are willing to burn down the cities and shit because you told them the truth. Well, at least we know who exactly, when it comes to these people that are losing their minds. That's your enemy right there. And it's just the same, Bible thumpers or crazy far left. These people are they're the same fucking person. And if you go back in time, I imagine the same people that are now the crazy far left would have been the Bible thumpers back in the day. They're usually people that are just hungry for power. And that's the truth of it. Like, for whatever good thing they think they're championing, you know, they basically ruin it once it becomes a power struggle. Like, you can or cannot say this. They're telling you what you can or cannot do. Well, who are these people? And I know a lot of people say, you know, hey man, I just don't want to have any problems with people. Okay. You know, and they're like, is it really an issue? And the truth is, it's really not for the most part. But it's crazy when you see the slow creep of authoritarian crap happening. And it's because no one just tells these people to fuck off. That's just all there is to it. And if these people, like even the Antifa people, you know, like, imagine if just normal people went down the streets and just kicked the shit out of them. Just like, you know, you got real problems now. And people say, oh, but we don't want to get arrested. Yeah, but you go to bed if people, I got to tell you something. This is something I heavily believe in. The world was a better place when bar fights happened more often. Like, what do you mean bar fights? Like, you know when somebody was talking shit and they got the shit kicked out of them by somebody? Not like a whole group of people or gangs. Just like a regular, old-fashioned bar fight. You, two people, they duke it out, they call it good. And I'm not talking about people bullying anybody, but just like all the shit talking and the, like, you know, I dare you to fucking hit me, bro. Dare you to hit me, bro. All those fucking stupid crap. All that crap. Before that, you know, back in the day when, like, you dare a guy to hit you, and yeah, you got punched in the face. And if you went before a judge, most of the time the judge would be like, you guys both stop acting stupid or I'll throw you both in jail. Like, come on. You know, you guys had a fight, get over it, move on with society. But then it becomes this lawsuit happy culture. And so now, the same people that are provoking you and telling you what you can and cannot say are the same people that are going to threaten to sue you. That's why I kind of believe a few fisticuffs to the face sometimes does the world a good thing. It sobers people up, makes them think, oh yeah, don't be a jackass, pain hurts. You know? But that's why I find it funny, like most people are shocked, not at what the person said, but they have the audacity to say it. Like, they would like to say the same thing themselves. So, say it's Pokemon or Elon Musk or somebody else, chucks a fucking brick through the window. This glass house of bullshit, PC bullshit. Just like comedians used to do. And so they see this, they chuck it through, and the world goes, yeah, that makes sense. Finally, someone just broke the fucking line there. So, hey, for once, a Twitch thought did something good. Anyways, take it easy. This is OTR, Ogre, and Corgi, and hey, you like what I'm doing? Like, subscribe, comment, so choose. Y'all have a good one.